Pepper Pike residents, this fall, we all have a unique opportunity to shape the future of our community. An opportunity to make Pepper Pike an even better place to call home, now and for generations to come. Imagine a picturesque boutique village center where people can enjoy parks and green space, where families can picnic by the creek and residents can enjoy a cup of coffee at a sidewalk cafe. A place for communal and family gatherings, centrally located in our community, accessible to our residents, and designed to blend in naturally with our community's character and charm. Imagine a new Willey Creek neighborhood and village center.
This November, residents just like myself will have the opportunity to make a decision around the Beechbrook property, which is located on Lander Road, just south of Chagrin. A rezoning ordinance will be on the ballot in order to set the requirements and limitations for any development on this site.
The rezoning would permit a mixed-use neighborhood in the northern portion of the property. Professional, creative, and medical office space, single-family homes and townhomes, and a limited amount of retail, such as an ice cream shop, yoga studio, or small restaurant.
It becomes a destination for the folks of Pepper Pike. We're not trying to make a big retail destination everyone's going to drive to from all of Cleveland. This is really just a neighborhood center, a village center that can also act as a community center.
The southern portion of Beechbrook would be strictly single-family homes and townhouses, with no more than 4 homes per acre. Additionally, 3 beautifully designed buildings that are currently on the Beechbrook property will be preserved.
Beyond the qualitative benefits, mixed-use communities have fairly significant benefits for the people who live and work there. You can, almost always the homes within these communities, actually justify higher prices because people value having all of those amenities and services within walking distance. For offices, it's a more attractive place, based on occupancies and higher rents, than being a standalone office building.
A major component of the plan involves the centrally located 23-acre Willey Creek corridor, which will be preserved and turned into a park. Axiom and the Western Reserve Land Conservancy have signed a memorandum of understanding so that this portion of land will be taken care of and accessible to the public for the first time ever.
The goal of Western Reserve Land Conservancy's involvement in the Beechbrook project is to conserve approximately 23 acres inside the development site that is the corridor along Willey Creek. The goal on a long-term basis is to create a publicly accessible amenity out of those 23 acres so that there may be observation decks and walking paths and bridges that are accessible to the general public, but also the potential new residents of that development that will make that site more appealing than it currently is today, which is not open to the public.
The rezoning ordinance on November's ballot was drafted from over a year and a half of discussions between city officials, residents, and Axiom Development Group, which is under contract to purchase the property from Beechbrook.
We have talked to hundreds of residents and have been working with city officials for over a year and a half to design this proposed ordinance and plan. Nothing can be built without resident or city input. So if the rezoning is approved and passed, it's just the beginning of the conversation.
What is most important to me is that before anything is built on this property, there will be many opportunities for resident input and ultimately a city approval process. That gives us all a lot more control than what is in place today.
Throughout this project, Axiom has consulted with leading industry experts to ensure that any development is something residents will be proud of, use, and enjoy. So in addition to a required city process, which involves oversight and approval from the Architectural Board, Planning Commission, and Council, the designers will hold several meetings with residents to gain their input into how the land should be developed and what it will look like.
We're going to design a place that looks like Pepper Pike and feels like Pepper Pike and is about Pepper Pike. And the process that's in place that will happen if the zoning is passed in November would allow for a very inclusive series of meetings where we'll hear what people have to say about what this community is, how we describe it architecturally and in the plan, and make a destination that everyone feels like is theirs, is part of who they are, part of what it means to be a resident of Pepper Pike.
This is an opportunity for Pepper Pike and its residents to create an exciting new neighborhood, a vibrant, walkable neighborhood, a neighborhood that instills a real sense of community and pride.